Now, Action 10 Chief Meteorologist Sharon Ray with your Doppler 10 weather forecast.
Well, good afternoon. On this Tuesday, we had some low clouds at the coastline early this morning, but they did burn off, and you can see our time lapse here from Rockport shows just that. We're seeing the low clouds in the distance here, but some sunshine and a warm day in Rockport. In fact, you're at 80 degrees right now, a 14-mile-an-hour wind from the south, and that dew point's high at 69 degrees. Beeville, 90 degrees right now. Look how light the wind is. Hardly a breath of wind in Beeville, and that dew point still high at 71. And a lot of humidity out there in Kingsville as well, with 93 degrees and that north wind very lightly blowing. So not as much wind today. Certainly came down from what we saw yesterday, and even in Corpus Christi we've only got a 15-mile-an-hour wind right now, and that dew point at 70. It's still feeling pretty warm out there this afternoon with all that sunshine. So tonight temperatures are actually going to cool a couple more degrees because of some drier air coming in, but it certainly isn't going to make a big difference. In fact, we're still in those lower to mid 60s in our northwest counties tonight, and upper 60s to near 70 closer to the coastline. We will see some low clouds and fog move in. In fact, with the wind being much lighter tonight, we have a better chance of seeing the fog become thick in areas. You can see this on Fog Tracker. This is 7 o'clock this evening. Watch the visibility here as it will come down a bit, under a mile in some spots, right at the beaches especially. You can see that visibility a bit lower tomorrow early morning, and then that fog will burn off rather quickly, and we'll see that afternoon sunshine again. In fact, by mid-morning, it'll already be pretty sunny across much of the area. Tomorrow looking pretty hot. Yeah, these temperatures, look at this, 96 Alice to 94 Mathis. Orange Grove touching 95 tomorrow. So we're going to feel that heat across the area tomorrow, with Corpus Christi touching 92 degrees, 77 Port Aransas as that wind comes in from the southeast. The wind is going to start picking up a little more tomorrow, and then a lot more by Thursday and Friday. Let me show you that with future winds. You can see this is tonight. As I mentioned, much calmer winds. You won't hear them blowing tonight, and that again will give us a better chance of that fog across the area. Notice they start to pick up a little tomorrow afternoon, but Thursday we're talking sustained winds close to 20 miles an hour in the afternoon, and by the time we get into Friday, some of our models are showing gusts to 35 and sustained winds 20 to 25. So it is going to become windier as we get into the latter part of the week. As far as any rain or changes in temperature, we do have a couple of waves of low pressure in the upper atmosphere that are going to move through. Right now, we're being dominated by our upper level ridge, something we talk about often here in the summertime. That gives us that heat and humidity. But that ridge is going to start backing off here as we get into the weekend. As this trough of lower pressure comes in from the Pacific, that will help draw in some slightly cooler air by Saturday and Sunday. As far as rain chances, not much of a rain chance with that, but there's a second one behind it. Here's the next wave sitting out over the Pacific. That one starts to move toward us Monday into Tuesday before it pulls to the east, and that one may have enough just to give us a little bit of rain as well, and it'll keep our temperatures from getting too warm, but then after that passes, we'll heat right back up. Now, rainfall is something we very much need right now. As you know, we are in a severe to extreme drought across much of the coastal bend. Potential future rain here, as you can see as I put it into motion through Saturday with the first front, certainly not much. But as we get into Tuesday, we may pick up a little bit more. Not a drought buster by any means, but we may get 2/10, possibly 3/10 in a few spots Tuesday, especially north in our northern counties. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, but as far as rain, doesn't look that promising, but we are going to cool down a bit. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast then. Winds pick up, temperatures stay hot all the way through Friday, and then that front drops in here. Look at the low temperature Saturday night. We could drop into the upper 50s to near 60, and then those temperatures level off in the upper 70s early next week.
Sharon, thank you. Crews have started work on a